just a reminder of where we are up to with this thing. We are on 19 inches, which is over 1.5 foot, which is excellent. So to get this done, I've got myself something to accompany me for the remainder of this build. Excellent. So, setting that aside, and of course, more importantly, is the building project. So, where are we up to? So, it looks like the last course we were up to was the thin one that ties everything together. So, let's jump straight into it, and let's go back with another double height course. We can put this one on. I thought that was an M. I was going to say M for massive tower, but it's actually a W. So I might have to call that. I don't know. Well, we have more letters. Maybe we can write something. After all, I've got a JW and an F. In fact, I'm going to set these down here in case we can spell something else. I don't seem to have any vowels, which is a bit of an issue, because most words need vowels. I've got an X, which isn't very useful. Got a D there. We'll set that to one side. And I think for this, we'll just do another course with this style. But we'll try and get some double ones in there, if we can. Just to help sort of tie stuff together. We've got an E, we've got a vowel. Excellent. Number 6. I'll tell you what would be cool. Next, another flag course. So I'm going to put the flags to one side, because I think after we do a tied-in course, a flag course would look really, really cool there. So we've got 2 of these courses that I don't like. I mean, you can see why I don't like them. Look how flimsy that is. It just, look at this, man. It just absolutely, it's just not the best, and that's why every couple of these we put in these courses. Call it a stabiliser course, if you will. I mean, look how far up we get some of these joints. This is terrible. That we've got a joint running that long. That's just terrible. Structural. But obviously, that's simply the distance between these things. We are getting the next stabiliser course will be on this side, so it is going to stop that joint run. We are going to cap it off there before it gets completely out of hand. So yes, I think now would be an excellent spot for a little So I think maybe if we go for I mean, look at this. This got an eye on. That could be the eye of Sauron. Just kidding. So I think we're going to do 2 flags there. And then spin it round. And we can do another flag here. And find another one there. No, I think that looks pretty cool. I'm going to have to raise the camera a bit now because we are getting higher up. So, the question is, do we put another tie stabilised course in? I would like to. I would certainly like to. However, I don't know if we have too many of these. And that's the problem. If I use all these up, we then have no stabilising courses for the higher parts of this tower, which will be a huge problem. And I think I only have 4 of these left. And remember, it takes two long ones per stabiliser course. So really, I only have 2 more stabiliser courses available. Now, of course, I do have this, which we may have to use soon. I think that's the problem I'm going to run into here, is lack of stabilising courses, which isn't ideal. But I guess it's just the nature of the job. You can only build with the blocks you've got. Can only build with the blocks you've got. So go for the weak course. We have to. We have no choice. And we have an abundance of these ones. Now the question is, do we stabilise? Or do we try another? I'll tell you what, we'll stabilise somewhat with a double, because it's gonna cover up some of the joints, albeit not all of them. I'll take some stability over none. Problem being, we don't have many more doublers, which is that's an issue. That is an issue. There's another doubler. So that means, unfortunately, we are going to have to go with the normal blocks again. Now, obviously, my concern with this is going to be very unstable now, so I think we have to use the main stabiliser that we have been saving for a long time, because that is going to just tie in all of this. And I mean, look at that. Look at the height we've got now. It is incredible. I think we absolutely have to get a measure on this. Absolutely. So we'll put that on the floor. As you can see, that tape hits the floor. And you can see there we are just at 28.5 inches, which is really fantastic. 30 inches would be 2.5 feet. So we're well over 2 foot now. And we are 1.5 inches off 2.5 feet, which is incredible. Absolutely fantastic. So I think now we simply just continue on and see if we can just get even more height. I'm going to use these letter ones. I don't think we can make a cool word out of that anyway. I might as well put them all together. I'll tell you what, let's do something with it. FY is like for your what could we do? Oh, we've got a G. For your and we've got a P. For your pleasure. This video is for your pleasure. To fall asleep to or relax. However you... Oh, what's the C mean? For your... complete pleasure. There we go. Excellent. So we'll go for another course again, because we have just so many of these single blocks. There's just absolutely hundreds of them. I've got an idea. I wonder if we could, for example, like, do we need these ones in? Because say we didn't have them in and it was hollow, it wouldn't actually, the tower would still be there. I'm not sure about that, whether we could actually just, I'll tell you what, let's try it out. So we're going to leave that central part and see if it actually affects the tower. And we're just going to press on. So see how we've got that gap. I'm not sure if we need it. I guess we will find out shortly. And now, of course, we can get a stabilizer course in like that. And you can see now we've got this cool sort of hole in the tower. Pretty cool. And I think now we press on further. I need some sustenance. Excellent. I'm going to have to raise the camera up as well, because this tower is just getting so high. Move it back a little bit and then put a little twist on. So you can actually just see how far down we are now, and how far up we are now. Sorry. So I think basically, see, look at this. You know what, does that even serve a purpose? Oh yeah, it does. I need to come across this way. To be honest, I think I need to actually tie them in like that, because that looks just looks far too weak. So we'll tie them in. And then we'll go up further and we'll leave this hole we've left, we'll leave on this side now. Actually, I don't think we can. Oh yes we can, but we just need to fill these in first. So that we can get that to go right across. Put those on there, these on the back. Oh, we really are running low on bricks now. I think the tower is slowly getting close to its full potential. We'll go for another course just to get that height in there. With us running low on bricks now, I think our structural integrity is also always going to be very important. I think that we've got to get some height going. The question is, do we do a third? I think we're going to have to do a third. But I think we just do the corners. Let's see how this looks first. Because I think if we do the corners, and then we can use the last stabilising pieces left. I think I need to do this further up again. Because we're just so high up now. So I'm going to extend the camera yet again. You can see now we're actually in line with the toy kitchen there, which is quite large. So now we're going to use the last stabilising pieces, and you can see we went that way on the last course, so now we're going to go this way with this course. However, a problem quite quickly arises. In order to get right, okay, so we're going to have to fill that in anyway. Fair enough. So we can fill that in. Fill that in, and this is still very weak. So I think we're going to have to use some more flat pieces to knit this together. So I think we're going to have to knit it together this way now, perpendicular to where we put the last full piece in. So if we get them on, and to be honest now I think we need to do another measure because we're getting into the high points now. It's hard to breathe up here with that high up. So if we now stick this on the tower, wow, look at that. So this goes all the way to the floor, as you can see. So we are now at 3 feet, and so 3 foot is 36, then we go 37, 38, 39, 40 inches. 40 inches. 42 inches will be 3.5 feet. So we're 2 inches off 3.5 feet. So now we've blown through 3 feet out the water, which is incredible. Really, really incredible. I mean, now if I show you now the amount of building blocks remaining now is really limited. So we are kind of entering sort of the last few levels now. Just having a little think how the best way to proceed is. I think we I think the best off here. literally struggling for pieces to finish off that course itself. Got 2 there. Oh, got 1 down here. But the biggest problem now is that we don't have the tying pieces remaining. So the structural element of this final phase is going to be really struggling. I think I've got some more of these flat ones that will provide some support. Better, the last best opportunity to provide that support. But other than that, we're really struggling for parts now. I've still got these curved ones left. I don't like these curved ones. The problem with these curved ones is it resets the alignment of the knob part off centre, so it's centred, so you can't really build on from it very well at all, which is really counterproductive. So we'll put some more of these in. And I'm absolutely struggling for parts now. In fact, I don't think I can do a course of them because I can't even get them on. How do we finish this? Get that piece on as a corner flag. And then I guess really ought to be doing that like that. Yeah, that's caused more problems, that square piece. I think we can say goodbye to the dream of the 6 foot. I think it's possible we can hit 4 foot, which is still an achievement. In fact, I actually have an idea. I think if we point these inwards, we might be able to centralise the spire for the final phase and squeeze a bit more height out of it. I think if we put them like there, then I need another 4. See, I'm going to run out already. I can use this guy, and this one. See, what I want to do is tie them in. Now we've got a strong centralised part to push that last narrow spire that's thin and fragile, but it will get us a bit more height. The problem is I just don't have the parts. I don't think the flag's going to work for it. It's going to have to be these guys. So I can do these in pairs of 2. And then just go perpendicular with each course. Do you know what, I'm starting to think I should have done this earlier. Thinned the spire down, because I think we would have got a lot higher. We would have sacrificed some structural capacity, but we would have hit loftier heights guess this is going to be the fun like this. That's right. The question is, can I get some of these? Oh, I can stack quite a few of these. Oh, excellent. So I'm just making a little spire to finish this off for us. And that will get our last bit of height that we need. I mean, there is absolutely no structural stability to that top part whatsoever. But I mean, look at that, look at the height we've reached. That's incredible. The tripod can barely even reach the height. So now if I get the tape measure, we'll see just exactly what height we've managed to reach. So if I put this next to it, you can see that it's on the floor. Well, you can't, but trust me, it is. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that, it's 5 foot. We have hit 5 feet on the nose. I will take that. I will absolutely take that. I think this deserves a well-earned drink. Fantastic. I'm going to try to tip this out to show you. I mean, look at that. That is a 5 foot high tower right there. That is magnificent. Can't even get it all in one shot. It's got character. It's got style. It's got features. It's got structural stability. And it's got flair. This is the Elysium ASMR Tower. Thank you for watching. Like the video.